Behind the scenes, episode 20, PBZ killing them.
You already know we're locked in. Stay tuned for greatness, baby.
How you feeling today? Good?
A little nervous. We're going to knock the dust off the nerves.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Get right. We're going to tell you everything, the ins and the outs, and we're going to set you up for a better future, you know.
Make sure y'all hit them up for them tattoos. Ruthless Inc. Where you located again?
Johnston, Rhode Island, off Killen Street, 39B. Come see us. We got 7 artists in the building specialized in every style. We'll get your tattoo needs met to 100% expectations.
Facts. You already know what it is. Episode 20, the Jmack Experience Podcast.
All right, we back, and we got a very, very special guest on the show today. We got tattoo artist / tattoo owner, PBZ, killing them in the building. Let me give you a round of applause real quick, my brother. We appreciate you for being on the show. Thank you so much for coming on. Give me 1 second. We got to give you a round of applause. We always start off with a round of applause.
I appreciate you guys having me. It's been a long time in the talks, and now we're here, so let's do this.
It's an honor to have you in my presence. First of all, man, how you feeling today?
You know, it's a Sunday. Feeling a little down with this weather. I'm ready for the summer, you know, knock the blues out.
Facts.
Get back to the warm weather, enjoy that. But, I mean, other than that, man, we're blessed, right? We're living, right?
We're here, that's right. Episode 20. Make sure you tune in. Where can they follow you at, man, if they want to get a tattoo?
You can follow me at Instagram at PBZ Killen them. PBZ KILLENEM. You can follow me on Facebook, Paul Burrows. If you want, look us up on IG. The shop page is Ruthless Inc. _ and the Facebook name is Ruthless Inc. Come check us out and see what we do over here.
Facts. This is a beautiful setup, by the way, and we appreciate you for letting us film this podcast at your shop, man. This is a blessing.
I appreciate you guys having me, man. I'm sure we got a lot of shit to talk about.
Yo, this is going to be a good one. You already know, episode 20, we get into this intro. PBZ killing them. You know what it is. Gra. Welcome to the Jmack Experience Podcast. This show is for motivational purposes only. However, we will not be politically correct, but our goal is to inspire those who listen and watch the show. Thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to follow us at the Jmack Experience Podcast and email us if you would like to be a guest on our platform at the Jmack Experience Podcast at gmail.com. Peace. All right, man, we back. Once again, it's an honor to have you in my presence. PBZ killing them, man. So basically, I want to start from the beginning. You know what I mean? I want to start from, first of all, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Paul Burrows. I'm from Providence, Rhode Island.
Born and raised?
Born and raised. I went to school a little bit in Johnston, business based in Johnston. Grew up in Silver Lake.
Oh, snap, you from around my way.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
I feel like Rhode Island, everyone's from around their way, right?
It's a small state. It's a small state.
For sure. Too small. Everyone knows your business.
That's a fact. So growing up in Providence, that's your whole life, you said?
Yep. I lived in, so I bounced around. I went to school for 1 year in Cranston. I went to Johnston for like elementary school, a couple years, 2 years at middle school, 1 year at middle school, Cranston. Then went back to Johnston, but I lived in Silver Lake since 2007.
Wow, okay. So you got like more than a decade there, more or less?
Yeah, for sure. My whole family grew up from over there. Just obviously my mom had me young, so at the time, she did a great job raising me and stuff. But at the time, what made sense, what was convenient at her age having me, we lived below my grandparents.
Got you.
Then my mom bought her own house. That's when we moved back to Silver Lake, but mainly my dad's from Silver Lake. Half my family's from Silver Lake.
Word. That's what's up. Now, growing up, were you like into drawing and stuff like? Cause you're a tattoo artist / tattoo shop owner.
Yeah, so I definitely was into drawing. I would say like, you know how every class clown was, so you didn't really want to obey all the rules.
Yeah.
I always kind of had my style, how I want to do things when I did art class and stuff like that. And I have ADHD, so I always found out that like art class was a class that I enjoyed for some reason.
Gotcha.
You know, it just kind of was that break from the books and all that. You got to just kind of chill and do something enjoyable.
Are you a doodler? Well, back in the day.
It's crazy. So back in the day, how I started, like when I got into my teenage years, I grew really fond of graffiti. But when I was a youngster and stuff, I used to like drawing Pokemon cards. Like,
What's your tag name? I'm big into graffiti.
Bro, I haven't even
You had a few?
Remember what my tag name was back in the day.
Long,
I used to come up with new things on the spot. Like, yeah, this is the one that's gonna make my graffiti career.
That's
pop
what's
off.
up, bro. Yeah.
But honestly, I used to always like to just tag my initials and shit because, I mean, I couldn't really go and tag them. My initials is PSB. So back in the day, Providence Street Boys, you couldn't do shit like that. But I was just to put like PBZ or like just come up with some different stuff. That's kind of how we originated to here.
Right.
But I don't know, man. Back a tag name.
You probably had a few.
So many years went by, bro. Sometimes I can't even remember what I did last week, but I definitely can't remember a tag name. But back to that, in art classes, like I was always the type of kid. I never really liked to use like paint, or like what's other shit like oil pastels. I always liked like a pencil and graphite. That's how I used to always want to do things to try to put my style and everything. So that's kind of how everything originated. I liked it as a kid. Got into high school, would like it a little bit more, but as I was in high school, you know, my art teacher always was like, "Oh, you should go to college for art."
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So I was just like, at the time, I'm like, how am I gonna make money with art? I'm not gonna be an art teacher. I don't like kids like that. I'm probably a bad kid. I ain't trying to deal with these badass kids. So I never thought how I could make money with it. And then as it took off, I think my senior year, one of my boys, he bought a tattoo kit.
I was just gonna get there. So I was gonna say, now what got you into tattooing? So this is how it started.
Yep.
So your boy got a kit.
This is what 2011, 2012, because graduated. So I always was a ball player. Like that was the main thing. I loved basketball.
Oh, you play basketball?
Yeah. I used to play AU, all that. I thought I was going to the league.
Nice.
But unfortunately, a 5'10" white point guard really, ain't going to the league these days. But
facts.
Basketball's always my main love first, and then.
Who's your favorite team? The Celtics, obviously. I'm saying. Right?
I'm a hometown guy. I like the Celtics. They always kind of shit the bed on us.
Yeah.
So I'm in like a love-hate relationship with them. But man, I grew up on LeBron and Jordan, bro. So
I'm still a Bulls fan to this day.
Those are still my all-time favorites. But I grew up playing ball, so I give a lot of credit to where it's due. You know, if someone's a baller, they're a baller. You're gonna give them their credit. You're gonna give them their flowers. You're not gonna hate on them.
Yeah.
But so we were saying.
So you got back to your boy got the tattoo kit. He got the tattoo gun. So now what happens? You guys start doing it on each other?
Nah. So it's just right.
Pause.
So 2012. It's like I'm thinking like, yo, you know, when you're young, you're like, yo, how can I make bread? You know. So I'm seeing this kid. I'm like, this kid can't draw like me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing him tat all these people up in his neighborhood.
Oh, he was already tatting?
I wouldn't say he was tatting. He was attempting to tat, but so he's tying everyone up in his neighborhood, like little stupid shit, money signs, all things like this. So I'm like, yo, these people are letting him tie him.
You're like, I could do this shit.
I'm like, if he's getting people, I'm sure, like, I could draw a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure people are going to fuck with me. So I get the tattoo gun. It's, funniest story, bro.
Did you used his or you bought your own?
Nah, I bought my own. Because I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a competitive person.
You're like, I'm going to do my own shit.
I'm like, yo, I'm a hustler. I'm going to get this shit, bro. I'm going to take off. You're going to, they're going to start coming to me. Now I'm going to have mad clientele. I wasn't trying to do my boy dirty, but I'm like, yo, I'm trying to make some money, bro. I'm trying to see how good I can get with this.
It was friendly competition.
Yeah, it was. So
what
what's your
happened?
boy, man? They gotta take that friendly comp. You guys should inspire people to, get to the next level. You know,
right.
Should fuel use both to be successful. What you both want to be at. But
so you get the machine. Now what happens?
Yo, funny story when I get the machine. So this is it's in the summer, right? My boy's over my crib. My parents are on vacation. So I get this machine, right? I plug it into the wall. I go to hit the pedal. Yo, I take a seizure. My boy thought I got electrocuted.
Wait. What? Well, you caught a seizure?
Yeah, because
get the fuck out.
Yo, so at the time, I'm taking this shit. It was called Lean Effects. I'm trying to get in shape for basketball and shit. So it was help you drop weight. You would just jog on it. So I never took like nothing like that. It was like a pill you would get from GNC. They definitely discontinued that shit.
Was it like the shit? What's that? The Stacker 2? Remember that shit?
Probably. I didn't try that one after the Lean Effect. I said I'm done. So it ended up being from that. But so boom. Picture the situation. I got my boy. He's older than me at the time. He was my guinea pig. Shout out my boy Ron, man. He's living in Hawaii right now.
Shout outs to Ron, man.
I gotta give him his flowers, man. If he wasn't my test dummy, I wouldn't be here right now. But,
so he's the first person that let you tattoo him?
So
that's
boom,
crazy.
I hit the pedal. I take the seizure. I choke. Boom. I pass out. I wake up. I'm mad confused. I threw up and stuff. My boy's like, oh my God.
I thought you was dead.
I thought you died. I'm like,
Damn.
now when you take a seizure, bro, you wake up like you're drained. So I'm like confused as fuck. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what just happened? So they call an ambulance. I'm in the ambulance, bro. I couldn't even tell them my name. I was telling them my middle name.
Wow.
So they asked me what year it is and what the president is. I gave George Bush. I gave George Bush. I couldn't tell them what my parents was. I didn't have the right age. So like, yo, you got to go to the hospital. So boom, that's how I got into it. But
now, did you end up giving him a tattoo eventually? I'm assuming you did, right?
This is how it evolved.
How old are you right here, more or less?
I'll be 31 in March.
No, at that moment. How old are you, more or less? You're still in high school, so what, 17?
Yeah, what would you say, 17, 18?
And you started young, bro.
17, 18, around that age. I might have been 18. So around 18, so now I get out, now I'm like, whatever. So my mom at the time, she catches wind that I want to tattoo him because I went downstairs in my basement. I set up like a little makeshift shop because I knew my mom didn't go in the basement like that. Yeah. So boom, I would just tell her I was chilling down there. Set up, the setup, man.
Little does she know.
If you had a tattoo by me in the basement, bro, you're OG, bro.
Legendary shit, huh?
You owe the free something like a little tat, something.
You heard it first on the Jmack Experience podcast. Come get that free tat.
That setup, man. But I was young, so I didn't have the means to really make it professional like we're here now. But so boom, I start tatting in the basement. I'm practicing, I'm getting people. I'm trying to do the line work. I'm trying to learn the shading. Now I'm using some freaking eBay machines, bro. They were probably trash. Like, yeah. So I'm thinking, like, damn, bro.
How did you? Not to interrupt you, but how did you learn how to use the machine off rip? Because it wasn't really YouTube back then like that.
Basically, my pops, he was heavily tatted.
Okay.
And so I always grew up like him getting tattoos, and like his boy owned a shop in Providence. Back in the day. Well, he still does. He's still in business.
So you was always around it?
I was kind of always around
crazy.
it. It wasn't like, so it wasn't really in my family, like frowned upon against some. My dad was big on it. My mom's not really heavily tattooed. So it was definitely something that was interesting, to watch, like growing up as a kid. And it seemed like really cool, like, because obviously like the tattoo lifestyle in the 90s is probably a lot different than it is now. But
facts. It's on another level right now.
Yeah. Like it evolved a lot back in the day. Like, business was probably definitely getting operated like a business. So there's probably a lot of shit going on in tattoo shops.
But so can we say that inspired you more or less as a youngin'?
It was a mixture of things. Honestly, it was like what inspired me to get there was in the beginning, a lot of people doubted me. Like, so back to where I was saying, my mom is a nurse, a registered nurse. So when she got wind that
she must have flipped.
Yeah, she was fucking pissed. She was like, you're not doing that in my house. I have a license with the state. If they come here, I'm like, damn, you gonna snitch on me?
Is
like,
that
what?
crazy?
So I kind of still did it. But yo, like the first 8 months, bro, I was dog shit, bro. Like I could not figure out, like my shit wasn't improving. So,
how bad did you fuck people up back then? Like, did you give them what's the worst tattoo you've ever done? Like, can you remember?
God, let me think.
What's the most randomest shit that you did and you're like, damn, I fucked that up? Like a portrait, that.
I wasn't doing off shit. Like I wouldn't do so. I still to this day like.
Have you seen portraits, bro? You ever seen those bloopers? Like,
bro, tell me why I got kicked off of Facebook. I got banned for 30 days because they put one of those pictures up of $600 portrait to $60.
Yeah.
And I put, damn, I would have killed that person. They put me on for violence. I was banned for like 40 days. I said, what the hell,
bro?
But all right, so the fuck up. Let me think. All right, so there's this one kid now. Somehow, in the midst of all this, I think my operation in the basement got put to shams. Like, my mom, I was like, this shit ain't happening.
Your mom shut it down?
Somehow, I don't know how it transitioned into my bedroom now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, it's crazy to think where this shit started and where we are. But
now, for real, you got some time doing this.
I got like 12 years invested. 12 years. So, into my basement. So this kid comes over. I told him I'd do like a cross on his upper arm for like, I don't know. At the time, I was like, it was like
$20,
$40. So, and I was like, I just want to
for the low ski.
Yeah, I was like, I just want to tap, bro. So he comes in. I put the stencil on him, bro. I learned this shit. Bro. If someone's trying to be an inspiring tattoo artist, take notes on this because this is real fact.
So pay attention.
I put I had homeboy on the armrest like this. I put the cross on him on the armrest. So I don't.
The stencil.
The stencil. Okay. I put the stencil on him. So I tap him. This shit. I'm going hard, bro. I'm in there like, I'm focused and shit. I wipe it. He puts his arm down. I'm like, I'm like, that shit's crooked, bro. I'm like, fuck. Like, I tried mad hard on this shit.
That's fucked up, bro.
Homeboys
What did he
looking
say?
at it. Like, he was a young buck, too, at the time. So, when you're young, they're just trying to get inked
He's
up
like,
and
whatever.
shit. So, he was just like,
can you fix it?
nah. He wasn't even really noticing in it. But it wasn't like... It
Wasn't
wasn't
too
like the
fucked
third
up.
Reserve curve.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
curve,
yeah. But it was
like,
fucked up.
Nah, it was just like you looked at it. It was like a little like it didn't fit the arm right
At
like,
all.
Like, yeah, it was just like
The placement. The
the
placement.
placement was a little off. So I learned that whenever you about to put a stencil on, and I preach this to clients. I'm like, yo, if you come to me, I don't care if you ever come to me ever again. Like, I want you to come back to me, but take this as a note, as like a professional opinion, so you don't end up with bad things. Like, make sure the artist puts the stencil on you standing up, no matter where it is on your body. You have to be standing up. So that's what I learned when I got into a shop. So boom, there was this one.
Wow, that's good to know. I didn't even know that. Like, I didn't know that you should be standing up.
Yo, I was practicing. I was the captain of my basketball team my senior year, so that's me starting. I was practicing on tatting my boys on the team.
Got you.
I was just telling the story the other day at the gym. I was like, yo, my coach used to, because I always put on Facebook, like, yo, who wants ink today?
Yeah.
So I would come in, the coach would be like, Paul, what do you sell? Ink? I was like, yeah, I sell printed ink. I sell printed ink, you know? So then on the ball team, a couple of my boys would come in, they have like new little shit. So one day to practice, they're like, yo,
who the fuck's tattooing?
where you guys keep getting these things? So we're just not
shit.
snitching on each other. So I remember like 3 weeks, a month goes by, the school officer comes to me. He's like, we got word that you're tattooing people. I was like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Me. I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't me. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was funny, bro.
You must have been shook though a little bit.
Nah,
like they gonna crack down on me? Or
Nah,
because
at first I was like, damn. I was like, I think my mom's gonna snitch on me if they pull up on me. You know what I'm saying?
She
I'm like,
losing
my
her
mom
job.
ain't even a snitch, but her job's more important than me trying to be a tattoo artist. But I was pretty cool with, like, he didn't really press me, so he was just like, he knew I was bullshitting. But he was just like, realistically, like, what the fuck am I gonna do to this kid?
So more or less, how long did it take you when you realized, yo, this is something that I want to do? Like, I have a passion for this. I want to really do this. Like, this is what I want to do.
So,
because obviously it wasn't overnight. You said it took 8 months just for you to get good, right?
So it's not gonna take a long time to tell, but this is like, I hope this doesn't cover some of your other questions, but
No, you're good.
So the way it evolved was, so I'm going to school. I started going to college, CCRI.
Nice.
So at
For
the
what?
same
What did you
time,
study?
I was going for criminal justice.
Okay.
Because at the time I didn't know what I really wanted to do, but I needed something. With,
You undecided.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, I remember my grandfather always preaching, like, you know, you need something with a retirement plan.
Stable.
Yeah, and you need something long term. So I needed something that, like, because I have ADHD, I needed something that was gonna keep my interest every day. So I wanted something that was new. Like,
Got you.
I always was a firm believer if, like, you wake up every day doing something you love, it's not a job. So
Right.
I'm at CCRI. I'm going to school for criminal justice. I'm trying to get through all these classes and shit. So now I'm in there. I'm still practicing tattooing while I'm at home, and it's not really evolving.
You ain't making money off of it, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. So it's not really evolving. So I'm at the time, I'm working in restaurants and shit. I was
Dead end jobs. Yeah.
I was not doing good, but it was a job.
It's
for
just a
college
job.
kid,
Yeah.
So I would say after my first year in college, now I'm taking criminal justice a little bit too, but I'm kind of being a slacker. I'm not really taking all the classes I need to because I'm taking art classes, doing stuff like that. So I get into a shop. With
A tattoo shop.
yeah, I got into a shop with a
Where was
dude
that at? Providence?
in North Providence.
Okay.
So it was actually the dude that did my first tattoo when I was 16. He ended up opening a shop. So at
Fire.
the time when that happened, he was like a big name.
Yeah.
Like, not like a big name, like he was world known, but in Rhode Island, like he had a big clientele.
You want to shout him out?
Yeah, shout out Billy Kelly.
Shout outs to Billy Kelly.
Hope whatever he's doing now, man, I hope everything works out for you and everything. If it wasn't for you, bro, I wouldn't be here. Appreciate the opportunity you gave me.
Facts.
So boom, I get into the shop with him, and now I'm there. Now I'm in college. It's maybe like the summer break, so I'm not out in college. So I'm doing this while, like, I'm getting there now. Like I'm just trying to show him like I really want it. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity.
That you hungry?
Yeah. So I'm like, because I was mad hungry to do this, because a lot of people, like even people I went to school with and like my own friends, like really didn't believe in me to do it.
They doubted you.
Yeah, and it was like, I've been a type of kid. You tell me no, I'm gonna show you.
Show
yeah, I'm gonna do
proof.
it. Yeah, like you're not gonna like when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
So I get in the shop. I'm working with them. I'm learning some shit. It's still kind of slow. Like now I'm there sometimes. I get there at 11. I'm there till 10, 11 o'clock at night, because I'm just kind of, even if I'm not tatting, I'm watching. I'm trying to learn what I can.
You studying everything you can.
Yeah, I'm like, like I'm learning the cleanliness, how to set up, how to break down, how you prepare your stencils, how all this stuff translates to a good tattoo. So now I'm sitting there from 12 to 10 at night, and sometimes I'm not tatting, but I'm just sitting in there. I'm conversation. I'm learning how to communicate with people. I'm learning. You
soaking up the game.
Yeah. It's free knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Free knowledge. You can't beat that. So I'm learning little things here and there, and I'm getting like friends in still. Yo, come through. I'll tat you for $80. Like, I'm showing the dude. I'm trying to like do it. I'm trying to build my clientele up. So I was doing that while I was in college, and then
for how long you ended up doing that for? Right,
I was in my first shop for, I would say like probably like almost 2 years.
Okay.
As an apprentice. I went through a lot of crazy shit during the apprenticeship. Like, not to downplay my mentor at the time, but he went through some shit and it took a toll on the business, and it was like, it made me have to become
independent.
Not independent, but I had to like mature real quick. I had to I got put in a predicament. So now I'm getting a little bit off track. So I did that for about 1.5 years with the dude.
Do you get good at this? You got good?
First maybe 10 months, I'm seeing a little bit improvement. Still a little slow. I do this one tattoo, bro.
What was it? You remember?
It was a Lion King tattoo.
Oh snap!
It was a Lion King
Simba.
Tattoo. It was Simba.
Oh, that's crazy.
Simba. It was. I have to scroll through my gram because it's years ago. It was literally like Simba up here, like on a rock ledge.
Yep.
So I do this tattoo, and out of nowhere, like the next week, bro, I'm having people hit me up. Boom, boom.
Oh, people was feeling it.
Yeah. And some girl comes to me, and she's like, "Oh, I thought you was from like Cali or something." I'm like,
"Wow."
Well, I'm like, bro, this work ain't on that type of level.
You got nasty though. You was well better than what you was.
Better than what I was. So I started getting bookings. Now I'm getting bookings. Now like I'm building my network. Like I'm
building clientele.
Shit's starting to take off a little bit. So I remember 1 week I made like 1,200.
And 1 week,
1,200, and
that's money though. And at that time,
I'm like 20 in college. Like now, think about if you're in college back in the day. This is 2013.
Facts.
What money is to you? If you're feeling it,
1,200 is a good pay.
If you got 300 in your pocket, you're feeling up. You know what I'm saying? So I made 1,200. I'm like,
there's money in this shit.
I've never touched money like this unless I worked like crazy. Like I did this in a week of like just a tat here and there.
That's
so I'm
crazy.
like, oh shit, there's money in this. So that's growing. Now I go through a little situation. Not to get deep into it, I went through some shit and my mind got messed up. Like my focus wasn't on school. So I ended up losing my financial aid. I just failed off, bro. I just was like, fuck this. Because at the same time, I'm trying to play ball for CCRI. I still had that like ambition, you know. It was like I still wanted to play ball, but I like tattooing. But it was like
that was your dream.
That was my dream. That was my dream to play ball. So
that's crazy.
My boy passes away.
Rest in peace to him.
Rest in peace to my boy Joey A, man. You missed. He passed away in a motorcycle accident. So this happens in the midst of me, and I'm walking on at CCRI for tryouts type thing. I walk on, I'm killing him, I'm cooking, I'm about to make the team. My boy passes away. It just messed me up. So I just like the last couple tryouts, I was just like, I messaged the assistant coach. I was like, yo, I just, my mind's not there. So boom, I fail out of school. My mom's on my back. My mom's like, yo, what the fuck? Da, 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 da. So I'm like,
what are you gonna do with your life?
Yeah, now I'm sitting here. Now my boys are trapping. My boys are out here. Like I always
on that street shit.
Yeah, like I know about the street shit, but I'm like, yo, my boys like they ain't really making bread like that. They're just getting by. So I'm like, bro, that's like you're just gonna become a statistic. You do that. Yeah, like that's that. To me, that was like the easy road, and not hating on nobody that does that.
Facts.
But to me, it was like, you know what? In that type of game, there's no long term.
It rarely ends well.
Yeah. And if you're on top,
You're going
Think
down.
about how long you can be at top. You're going down. You can't be the top boss for mad long, making all this bread and not catching notice from nobody. You're gonna catch the people's eye. So that happened. So I'm starting making 1,200.
You decided to do the right thing.
Yeah,
right? Pretty much.
I mean, it panned off now. So I'm doing that. So now I'm starting to make some money. So I'm building my network. So my mentor at the time,
at the shop,
he ends up getting locked up.
Oh,
so
damn.
He gets locked up, and when that happened, it created a snowball effect. So now this is a shop full of 6 people at the time.
Got you.
My boss. So 5 other people. So at the time this happened, 2 of the people were like, I'm Gucci with this shit. I'm out. So now it's me and another kid that's around the same age as me that our mentor just got locked up.
Right.
So me and him are like, I talked to my mentor. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to bounce on you, bro. Like, what do you want
to hold it down?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what do you want me to do? Like, my clientele's not that good and his clientele's not that good, but we'll do all we could do.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, just whatever you make, give it to my shorty and I'll make her pay the bills. I'll do whatever, all this thing. So I'm giving him whatever I'm making, boom. He gets out. So the other 2 people dip. So he gets out, me and the other kid's still there now. He comes back. Shit's good for like a week or 2.
Then he's on some shit, huh?
And he gets on some shit again. Where
I had a feeling.
It's crazy because the make or break shit for me at the shop was like, yo, I'm over here building my network and I'm tatting this girl. Now I'm tatting this girl. He comes in and like shorty's like laying on her stomach. I'm tatting. I forgot what I'm tatting.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes in. He asks to borrow a couple needles. I'm like, here you go, boom. He walks out the room. He comes back in. He goes, yo, I can't lie, girl. You got a fat ass. Yo, I seen
mad unprofessional.
I seen the girl's face, like, what the fuck?
What's going on?
Yeah,
here?
so I'm like, yo, I'm trying to be professional. I'm like, damn, bro, like, I look like an idiot.
And he's the owner.
Yeah. I mean, he was going through some shit at the time, so I'm not gonna knock him.
Yeah.
He would go through there,
but still,
shit. But at the time, it was
for
like,
the client,
it was to a point to me where it was like, yo, if you're growing, you need to keep growing, and if something's gonna like prohibit you from growing or it's gonna keep throwing road bumps in your way, it's like you gotta get away from that, bro.
Sometimes you gotta dead the negativity.
Yeah. So at the time, I just the way the train was going, it kind of just felt like the train was just gonna keep derailing. So I was just like, yo, I don't want to burn my bridge. I want to give him some type of, at the time.
Notice?
I was like, yo, bro, I'm going to ride it out here for another month. I got another opportunity. It's closer to my crib. It's in a neighborhood I grew up in. Like, I'm going to try it. Like, and I don't want you to be mad at me. You hate me because it's like, yo, I just sat here for 3 months while you was locked up. And you get out and you're just doing some dumb shit again. And you showed me a dream like, yo, I'm going to come here. I'm going to remodel shop. I'm going to do this and that.
Shit.
And in 3 months, there was no progress. So I'm like, yo, I'm making progress, bro. Like, I can't be sitting here if this shit's gonna crumble. Like, right. I just put in all this time. Like, I don't really have another option at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
This is all you were doing full time, right?
Yeah.
And you even left school and everything.
Yep. I didn't go back to CCR. I would occasionally still work in restaurants. That's like what I grew up in when I was young.
Nice.
And it was fast cash. So it's like I worked on like Federal Hill in a lot of places and a lot of high end dining places as like a busboy, a bar back at the time. Then I became a server.
Valet? You done valet?
I never did valet. I did valet for a children's Hasbro.
Yep. I hear you.
And that was the worst job, bro. I did that shit for 2 days. That was the most depressing shit I've seen in my life. I was just like, yo, I'm out of here.
At this moment, you pretty much realized that you had to part ways to grow as a brand, as a tattoo artist. We're going to take a brief intermission real quick and get into our sponsor, and we'll be right back. All right, we back, and that's a brief word from our sponsor. If you want to get your podcast on, make sure you go to the Factory Podcast Room in West Warwick, Rhode Island. All right, man, so basically, at this point, you were saying before, you were at the shop, things were starting to go like you noticed that you had to pretty much part ways. Yep. So from here, what ends up happening?
All right, so this happens. Now, I'm like, yo, I got to dip up out of here. So it kind of like if people looked at it from the outside, it kind of seemed like it was a fucked up thing, but it wasn't like on my end, like I'm trying to snake no one to do nothing. So the 2 people that originally worked at the shop that left when he got locked up was like one of his right-hand mans and another dude that tat. So they go open up a shop in the time being when he gets locked up in like North Providence, like kind of up the street from where we was.
Gotcha.
Now I was still cool with everyone. I would go pop up and chill, but it was like, yo, I'm gonna hold down where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help homeboy out.
You a loyal person.
Yeah, bro. My loyalty runs deep, bro. If you're my brother, you give me an opportunity or something, man. I'll ride with you till the wheels fall off. Even if you're in the wrong, bro, my loyalty, you ain't questioning my loyalty. But so at the time, this is all going on. These dudes get their business running. They got a little shop and it's doing all right. So they're thinking, all right, let's expand. So they move here where we are right now. They move here. This used to be called Royalty Inc. So this
spot was already rented by someone else.
So the two people, they end up building the shop. They're like, yo, I'm gonna open the shop. They're gonna expand. They want more artists to come work with them. So at the time all this is happening, I'm still young. Like I'm like, damn, bro, I'm still not really believing in myself 100%. Like I'm that good to go network myself at like big name shops all over like Rhode Island and shit. I'm like,
so you were kind of doubting yourself.
I wasn't feeling myself like that. I was still doubting myself.
Felt like you had a lot to learn.
Yeah, right? I still had a lot to learn. So I was like, yo, you know what? Like these dudes kind of been by my side. Let me like they're moving to a neighborhood I know. It's closer to my crib. It's a fresh start. You know, it's convenient. Like it's bigger. It's new. Like fuck it. Let me try it. Yeah. So, but I didn't tell home. I didn't bullshit homeboy. I was just like, yo, like. I told him straight up, like, yo, this is just too much for me, bro. I'm going to go here. Here's my notice. I'm gonna. At the time, I broke like a door in the shop. I'm going to replace the door. I'm going to paint my room when I leave. I'm going to do all this shit. I'm going to show you, like,
So you left on good terms.
Yeah, I'm trying to leave on good terms.
Right.
So I come here. I come working here. Now, we're open maybe, like, we get a couple other artists in here where we're all young, we're all hungry. Like, we're amped with this new shop. We're a team, yo. Everything's going good. So I would say like maybe 4 to 6 month frame. One of the dudes that worked here, bro, started turning in like he was a drinker, bro. So I'm young. This dude's like in his mid 40s, 20s. So he's a drinker. He's business partners with Rudy.
Okay. Oh, Rudy Martinez?
Yeah, this used to be Rudy's shop.
Oh, so that's crazy.
So shout out to
Rudy. He's nasty,
man.
Too. Shout out to Rudy, man.
I fucked with Rudy for a while. We worked in a bunch of shops together. That's why I tell people when they say they know Rudy, I'm like, bro, me and Rudy work side by side and have a lot of memories together. But
that's crazy.
So him and Rudy opened this shop. Now I'm working for them. I'm paying the cut. I'm cool. Like I'm content at the time. I'm getting a buzz. I'm working every day. Boom, boom, boom. Everything's good.
You're still learning at this time.
I'm still learning at this time and shit. So homeboy one day like it just comes in. He I ain't even gonna put his name out there because we ain't even gonna go that route. But whatever, he knows it is what it is. Still no bad blood on my end. If anyone feels some type of way, you know that's on you, bro. I ain't harboring nothing.
We all positive right now. Positivity, man.
That's a fact. Life's too short to hold on to things.
Facts and grudges.
Facts.
Too short.
So homeboy one day now we're getting a buzz. So shit's building over
You guys
here.
are booming.
Every day, people's in and out the shop. The camaraderie's cool. Everything's good. We're going to do events together. We're popping on Broad. That's Royalty Inc. Bro, we're chilling. We think we're like this little mini Black Ink crew almost.
You do like conventions and all that stuff?
We wasn't doing conventions at that time. We didn't get that far.
You was on the Black Ink wave though. People was fucking with the shop, huh?
Yeah, we was promoting clubs. We was promoting Black Ink crew, man. We'll get into that, bro. That's just a soap opera.
Word?
Yeah,
that
shit ain't really about.
I was in.
There's a couple people that came from Black Ink crew that could really tap, but some of them people are real dog shit. And if you're watching this, I will battle you. So we can. Do that.
Oh shit! You already heard it.
That's me talking my shit.
Exclusive. So you go head to head. A lot of the tattoos are not that great.
I'll go head to head. I'm confident. I know what I could do nowadays. Shit, confidence is key. I never lacked that in my life. But so boom, the dude gets drunk one day. He's going through some shit. This is like a summer day. His room actually used to be that room right there. So he gets drunk one day. Now a client comes in for him. So I'm just talking to the dude. I'm in the front. I'm like, what you got? And he's like, oh, I'm getting this underwater like color sleeve. Like it was mad work.
Yeah.
Again, where he tells me who. So I come in the back.
He was
like,
asleep.
I'm like, yo, your client's here. He's like, all right, I'm gonna drop the sensor. Just tell him to chill. So I'm just bullshitting with homeboy, bro. I realized like an hour and 10 goes by. So like a long time. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So I come in the back. Homeboy just killed a fucking Evan Williams. It's not even Jack Daniels. He killed, bro. He's in his room, bro. It looked like he popped a molly. He's sweating and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, I'm cool with this dude. Like we have a relationship. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just tell home, dude, you got a family emergency. Come back, bro. Because I'm like, yo, I tell him like, yo, we're getting this buzz for the shop. we don't want no negative
Yeah,
stigma.
he would have fucked that up.
I'm trying to like look out for him and thinking like he's fucking with me because like I know him. I worked with him in other shops. Like he knew my family and shit. So
he got tight.
He was cool. Yeah, I do that. Yo, I kid you not. Like 5 minutes goes by. I hear boom down the steps. I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, he pops up. He's up in my face. Starts talking wild reckless, bro. Wild reckless.
Oh
like,
shit, like on some fighting shit.
Yeah, like bro, like trying to punk me, bro, in front of everybody in the front. But he's saying like mad personal shit that only he knew because he worked with me, and he's like airing my business out. So bro, I'm fucking like 22 years old at the time, and I'm like, yo, bro, I was never raised to be no bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, win, lose, or draw, whatever. Like, you ain't gonna say all this type of shit. I ain't gonna stick up for myself because he was kind of like talking over me like that, bro. I don't like that shit. So I hop up with him, boom, we're exchanging words, bro. He acted like he was gonna fake a punch. I tried squaring up with him. So when I tried squaring up on him, homeboy got like, you're gonna do that to me? Like, yeah, you're fucking fired. This and that. I'm like, I'm fired? I'm like, bro, fuck you. Fuck this shop, kid. I'm like, this is why nobody wants to work with you because you're an idiot. Like, I'm good.
So
like,
y'all had some real ass drama in this bitch.
But this dude was like my right hand man when we worked with us. He like took me under his wing because he knew my pops and shit and my family. So I'm like, yo, like.
So you had respect for him?
Yeah, I had mad respect for him, and I'm like, damn, bro, like you really brought up like some fucked up shit I went through at the moment when I worked the shop, and like you aired my business out, bro, and clowned me. Yeah. So I was like, yo, fuck it. I didn't even want to really fight because at the time I'm 22 years old. This dude was in jail, all this shit. I'm like, bro, this dude's probably gonna whip my ass, like. But I ain't gonna let him punk me.
And not only that, you felt like some type of way.
Yeah, I was like thrown off. I was like, yo, this dude like took me under his wing, like, and this is how you gonna treat me, like. So I was like, you know what? I'm fired. I'm like, bro, I quit.
Take the higher road.
I'm like, I'm out. I'm leaving here. I'm like, I'm out. I go to leave. I go to hop on my street bike at the time. Homeboy comes outside. Boom, boom, boom. Still getting amped up.
He wanted to fight.
Yeah, like he really wanted to fight. So at this point, I'm like, yo, fuck it.
Let's get it.
You beat me up.
Whatever.
I'm gonna get you back, bro. You ain't gonna whip my ass and embarrass me, and I ain't gonna try to get my lick back. Like, I'm 22 at the time. So, yo, it just so happened we're arguing outside. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, it just so happened.
Cops came?
Nah, my stepdad drove by.
Oh,
because my stepfather used to be down here at the spot over here. So he drives by. He knows homeboy too. Like, they respected each other, whatever. So he drives by. He pulls up. He sees me and homeboy with his fist all balled like up in my face. Now I'm young, so he's like, yo.
What's going on?
He's like, yo, what the fuck you doing? Like, what's up with you having your fist balled up to my son? You know what I'm saying? So, homeboy tries to tell him, like, yo, mind your business. Long story short, they end up getting into
They fought?
My stepfather.
Oh,
my
shit.
stepfather, bro, lit that motherfucker up like a Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. So, that was kind of like the demise. I was just like, you know what? All this shit transpired like it wasn't even supposed to be on that type of time. Like, it was supposed to be all love. And it kind of just was like, there ain't no repairing this. Like, you said some real disrespect, hurt, like some shit, like it hurt. It was
sometimes
like,
there's no return after that.
It was just like, damn, that shit hurt. Like, I thought you was like, you looked at me like a little brother almost.
You crossed all boundaries.
Yeah, like, and you said some real hurtful shit in public to people. Like, and you're supposed to be my boss. I can't respect you as my boss. So I'm just like, yo, I'm a part ways. Whatever. No bad blood with all the other shit that happened. Whatever.
You let it go.
So I'm like, yo, I'm a part ways. So I give it like 4 days or something. Now, at this time, the next weekend coming up, I got a tattoo party, which I was throwing it to everybody in the shop. Tattoo party.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, fuck, I got to do this tattoo party. Like, I'm going to make some bread. So I need to get in another shop. So I go, I visit a couple shops. Shout out to Fineo Inc., my boy Joe Breeze, man.
Shout out to Fineo Inc.
He's always had a door open for me. A couple of guys over at Ink Me Too at the time was willing to take me, and I reached out to a couple other people. And I was unsure where I wanted to go because it was still that same thing. Like, yo, I just worked with these people for almost a year and a half. And it's just like, building new relationships. You don't know how you're going to get along with people. So I was in the crossroad and I was mad confused. Like, what the fuck I was going to do.
You was like at a fork in the road, right?
Yeah, it was just like, it was kind of like that thing. I was just like, damn, bro, maybe like this isn't
the same for me.
Term, you know what I'm saying? This is too much that be going on in this
Too much
shit.
drama and shit.
Yeah. Well, that's because leading to how my first mentorship went. I'm like, damn, bro, like, why the fuck do I keep getting put in
everywhere you go is just some bullshit.
Yeah, so that happened. So I come to pick my shit up here.
Did that make you consider maybe getting your own spot, like you're being an owner?
We're gonna get to that. This is how it evolved. This is how the flower blossomed. No bullshit. So I come to pick up my equipment. Yeah, my room was right here. Now my door was locked when I left the door. I come in, the door's busted. So but when I come in here, bro, it looked like a scene out of like a Walking Dead, bro. You know when like the dust bunnies be rolling and shit?
Yeah.
Yo, I came in, it's like
the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, like mad shit's missing, papers a fucking thing, drawers are left wide open. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Like somebody robbed the place.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? So I hit up Rudy. I'm like, yo, bro,
what's going on?
I'm like, yo, I'm here to get my shit. My door's busted open. My PS2's missing. Like, man, random shit was missing. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So he's like, yo, I ain't going back to the shop. I'm like, what the fuck?
He left too?
Yeah, he's like, because he didn't want to deal with Homeboy either. Because Homeboy just was becoming a nuisance.
Yeah.
So, fucking, this happens. So, Rudy dips. So,
was all your shit gone?
Not my shit. It was like stupid shit, bro. I ended up getting it back. It was just, long story short, Homeboy was like, oh, I grabbed this, but nobody took it. The dude we end up beefing with. It was just like some petty shit.
Yeah, some bullshit.
It ended up being all resolved, and it was just, heat of the moment, tensions flared up. It is what it is. But, so Rudy's like, yo, I'm not coming back. I don't want to be business partners with him. It's not gonna, we're not
gonna work.
Yeah, we're gonna dip from the shop. We're gonna part ways. So, I'm in the front, and I'm like, I'm just sitting there, like, you can see, like, bro, like, every emotion in my head's running. I'm like, bro, like, what's my next move? Like, so my stepfather at the time here with me to pick up my shit. He's just like, yo, open a shop.
Open your own shit.
Yeah. And now I'm pet, bro. I'm 23 years old.
You young as hell, bro.
I'm like, open a shop, bro. Like, I got to pay a rent. I got to get people to work there. I don't know how to run a business. I don't know how to do none of this shit. So I'm like, and where am I going to get the money to open up a shop ready to go? He's like,
he blessed you?
Nah. So he's like, what about this shop? I'm like, so at the time, I'm like, nah, I feel like that'd be corny to do some shit like that. Like, that'd be like me, like, he's like, how's it corny, bro? They're leaving the shop.
They were both leaving?
Yeah, they both.
Oh, because they had the differences.
Yeah, they had the differences. They figured it wasn't going to work out long term. And like when I quit, a couple other people like used that as their reason to peel off.
Oh, they bounced too.
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah, so people already fed up with this shit over here.
Yeah, people were fed up with the shit that was going on. And I ain't going to talk shit like.
Yeah. It's in the past.
It was anyone's fault because each one of these dudes, Rudy's at a good point in his career. He got his shop. Shout out to him. And I'm not going to mention Homeboy's name. But he got a shop. He's doing his own things. You know, people go through life, and at the time in the moment,
have ups and downs.
you act off emotions and all that shit. So I'm sure a lot of shit transpired for it to fall out the way it did. But damn, I lost my train of thought.
You opened that, so he told you get this shop.
Boom. I'm my stepfather. We're in the front. He's like, open the shop. I'm like, well, one, you think the landlord's gonna
rent it to you?
Yeah, I'm like, these people are just dipping off on their lease, and it's a tattoo parlor. They're gonna probably think like, oh, this is some fuckery, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it, what do I got to lose? Let me ask him. So at the time,
you asked him?
I asked him. The landlord's like, come up with this, sign the lease, boom, this and that. I tell him, yo, I got no affiliations with Homeboy.
So it worked out.
The problems, yep. So at the time, my stepfather gave me
couple dollars.
Not a couple dollars. He gave me like, what the fuck was it? I think like, I had to, at the time, I had to give security in first month.
Yeah.
He gave me like the security.
And helped you out.
First months. But at the end of the year,
I gave it back.
Yeah, I broke him off. Like when the money came back in, I broke him back his security. And then at the end of that year, whatever the shop profited total, I broke him off. Like we split it half and half, and then we kept some type of things like off vending machines, and like we used to have a pool table.
Oh, that's dope.
He collected like passive income off that, but I ran the shop because the initial plan was that he was going to manage the shop, and I was just going to tack because I didn't know how to do that. I didn't want to do that because I didn't know that aspect of the game.
Right.
So it didn't end up being like that. I ended up running the shop, doing everything. So
he didn't do it. It never works like that, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, he helped me with his boom, so I blessed him. And it was more like after that first year of business, I was just like, yo, if I'm doing this on myself, like
I'm gonna just do it on my own.
Like I don't want to. It's just gonna down the line. It's gonna lead to something else. So boom, I blessed him, and I took over the shop. So now,
what year is this now, more or less? This is what, like
16.
2016. All right, gotcha.
So while this is going on, I hit Rudy back up because I fucked with Rudy's work, and like he was my boy. We worked and like, and I kind of felt like he was not bad for him or something, but I was just like, yo, like he had opportunity and his shit didn't work out, and he did put a lot of money into the shop to get it to where it was. So like, fuck it, let him make his bread.
Yeah.
So my thing like to him was like, just work here, bro. Like no one even don't gotta know you own the shop no more. I'll stay in my lane where I'm at. I just want to work side by side with you so I can learn.
Because you trusted him too, right?
Like he had a good name. Like his shit was buzzing. I fucked with his style, so I was learning some shit of him. We was boys, and it was just like, you know, I was just like, yo, none of that other that business shit, the title, that shit didn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even more so of like,
you were seeing a bigger picture.
Yeah, it was just like, yo, this kid, I wouldn't be
shit
here.
Could take off.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if it like not here time, but I wouldn't be in the shop if he didn't open it, and this wouldn't be a shop.
Exactly.
And you know, he invested money in like a couple other people in the crew. Like, bro, I don't care what anyone says. Any big name in Rhode Island tattooing that, like, if you're buzzing on, I worked with you. Like you worked here, we work side by side, and it's all love. Like that's the problem with Rhode Island. A lot of people hate on each other. I don't hate on nobody. If you don't hate on me, I don't hate on you. Everyone can make their money. Everyone got their clientels, and I don't need to badmouth you. None of that shit, because your name and your work speaks for yourself.
Facts. But what's your style of tattooing?
I do. So I like. I really like realism, hyper realism. So I'll do black and gray realism, color realism. I am getting back into color work. I want to do a lot more cartoons, because that was like originally what I was big on liking when I started tattooing.
Got you. Do you freehand too?
So you ain't gonna, bro. I've always had a problem in my life drawing that. If I draw something on the right side, it's hard for me to match it like symmetrically on the left side. I've always had that problem. So I do everything on like Procreate, and I kind of like graphic design how I do it. I will like freehand in background stuff or like little areas,
little things.
I ain't gonna sit here and freehand your whole
whole tat.
The time it's gonna sit here, like if you want a whole back piece, the time it would sit here for me to take you to freehand your whole back, bro,
forever.
It's gonna take me like 3 hours to get the drawing of this. Why would I do that when?
That's another question. What's the longest session you've ever had? Like, how many hours was the session? What's the longest tattoo session you've ever done? How many hours?
I'm picky, so I usually structure my businesses. I like to either work from like 11 to 7. That's like my hours of operation, so I can hit the gym in the morning, do what I need to do.
Got you.
But I think
in one day, like how many hours was the longest?
I think we did 10.
You did 10 hours straight?
10. This kid, damn. This kid, Marvin.
What'd he get?
We did a whole outer sleeve on him.
Wow, 10 hours.
Yeah,
dude?
It was like his first tat.
It's a long time.
Positive. It was his first tat.
He took it?
And he thugged it, bro. He thugged it. He bribed me, though. He bribed me. I'll give it to him, because we was like, I'm going to charge you X amount. He was like, yo, you do this today.
Tap out?
And I usually do, I call them all day sessions. I'll do tap outs. We put that label on there. People are like, whoa, I didn't tap out.
Yeah.
So you owe me some hours. Nah, bro.
They try to get slick. Yeah,
that's not how it works, bro. I'm not saying you ain't coming in here all Xantho thinking I'm about to tie you for 15 hours. You're crazy.
20 hours.
Fuck this. This ain't price right, bro.
Yo, hold on. Now, another thing, too. Have you ever had someone that they amped about getting the tie, and then once you started, they don't even let you finish it? That's how painful it is for them? I'm pretty sure you had like some crazy stories like that.
Yo, I've had some funny
Has
stories.
Anybody ever screamed or made like some crazy noises?
Oh,
and
definitely.
Shit like?
Yo.
I gotta ask you these things, because these are good questions that I wanted to ask. Like, you gotta have some crazy stories.
Yo, I have some crazy stories. Some I ain't gonna tell, bro. Some I ain't gonna tell.
Come on, man. Give us an exclusive.
I'll be in the hot seat if I tell, bro. My girl be watching this show, be like,
but this is in the past.
Nah.
In the past. What's the crazy? Have you literally started this shit and they're like, no, I can't do this. I can't do. You have people like that?
All right, so I have a funny story that some girl, wasn't even tatting her. Callie was actually tatting her.
Okay.
A girl that used to work with her, she wanted to tat under her back, and Callie did one line, and she's like, nah, I'm good.
Oh,
yeah, she was about to get a portrait. She was about to get a portrait.
Oh, and that takes forever,
yeah, so
dude.
one line, but bro, I have some funny stories, bro. I had people pass out.
People pass out on you?
Yeah.
It's true that you shouldn't really be drinking, right? A lot of tattoo artists, if you've been drinking, they don't want to fuck with you.
This is the thing, really. Like, think about it. Who wants to deal with someone drunk?
Yeah, anything that you do. That's true.
Like the whole process, you need them to sit still.
But they say you bleed more too, right?
Yeah. Like I feel like if you came in and you started sipping, like obviously I'm not gonna let you do that. But I don't feel like it would be composed. Like if you went out the night before, and got smashed, your blood's already thinned out.
Oh.
So that's what it's for. So it'd be like the liquor needs to be in your system, like really,
a good amount.
For that whole, you're gonna be extra bloody. To me, I feel like it's really just in my point of cases, like bro, that I don't really like dealing with drunk people. Why am I gonna sit here trying to do something on you? You bouncing around, you doing this and that, you just being
fidgeting.
Let me drink. Let me just get more fucked up. And I witnessed it. I watched in shops where people get drunk, and it's how the session turns out. It's just
horrible.
nonsense. Yeah, it's just like this is a business.
Yeah.
And that's not a way to conduct a business, really.
That's smart that you think like that. Cause a lot of people just about the money. They don't give a fuck. They're like,
I had a funny story when I was working for Rudy when I was in the front. This fucking lady, bro. I don't know. She had to be on something. This lady would not sit still. Like I'm doing a tat in the back of her leg.
She probably popped a Molly or some shit.
She was on speed. She was on that lean effects. That's what she was. She was on that. She was running.
So she wouldn't sit still?
Nah, so she's laying down on the thing, and I'm telling her now I got a massage bed like that.
Yeah.
So look at the base. They're not really wide. So she's sliding from side to side. So I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, stop moving like that. You're going to cause the bed to flip.
And I'm going to fuck the tattoo up.
Yeah. Yo.
It happened?
Not even fucking 7 minutes later, bro. This girl, she's shifting around. The shit flips. But when she flips, her leg kicks. And when she kicks, I had an ink tray. She kicks the ink tray all over the wall behind me. But at the same time, broke the clip cord that goes into my machine and shit. So at this point, I just had it.
You were tight.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm done. You're paying for the wall to get painted. You're buying me new clip cord shit, and I ain't finishing the tattoo because, like, I told you for a half hour to chill with this shit.
Chill the fuck out.
And then I had someone pass out. I remember a kid was just talking to me. I'm like looking at him, like, you know when someone's gonna pass out, bro. They like,
you probably like, yo, you good?
Yeah, like you got like a look in your face, bro. Like if you allow someone to pass out and try to say, yo, I didn't see that you're gonna pass out. You know they're gonna pass out.
Yeah, like, yeah.
I seen it in his face, so I stopped. I'm like, yo, you good? He's like, yup. I like look down, bro. He just I catch him. He wakes up. He's like, what happened? I'm like, yo, he passed out, bro. He's like, damn, for real?
You're like, you want to come back another day?
I'm like, nah. So you're in that situation, you gotta let them chill and shit. Odds are usually when they pass out, it's like someone didn't eat or they're not drinking or they're holding their breath. It's like all their nerves, they get them all thing. But there's a lot of crazy stuff.
Now, what's the craziest thing somebody asked you to tattoo? Like a spot on their body? Or like, what's the craziest thing they ever ask you to tattoo? You're like, nah, I can't do like a swastika, some crazy shit. You ever had anybody want some crazy shit like that?
I definitely gotten crazy things. There's some things I'm like, bro, I'm not tattooing.
You're not doing it.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of here. A funny, like a real funny one was when I was in my first shop. My mom's friend, she was this bigger woman. Not to like diss her or nothing like that, but
now shout outs to all the fat ladies. We fuck with y'all.
Y'all need love too, right? You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
But so she comes in now. She got this belly, bro. It's like perfectly round, like you know what I'm saying.
Rego?
No. It's like one of those. It's like one of those. Like it looks like they're fat.
Yeah.
Like this shit's like a solid shell, like type deal. So she comes in and she's like, yo, I'm not trying to diss her if she wants to this because she knows I tell her this story till this day. But she comes in, she's like, yo, I want the word in typewriter font, flat abs on my abs. So I'm like, what? I'm like, why the fuck do you want that? She's like, because I'm never going to have flat abs. So I need to say I have flat abs to people. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yo.
You're like, I ain't doing that shit.
Nah, I did it. Because it was like, it's a word, but it was just mad funny. That was funny. We actually just had a funny ass situation the other day in here, bro.
Recently?
Yo, this is Friday. It has to be Friday, so this couple's in here. Homeboy's talking, blah, blah, blah.
All names.
Yeah, he gets Shorty's name.
Oh, no.
So I hear him talking. Now my room's here, but I'm just listening to
They say that's a curse. You think that's a curse?
A lot of people say it, bro. A lot of people say it. Like, you get the significant other's member
you end up breaking up.
Yeah, and it ends up being, like, early in the relationship, maybe, like, years down the line. But, like, in the honeymoon phase, it's like a tattoo curse.
So what happened?
So homeboy's in here. I hear him say, I want the name Stephanie tattooed. So I'm like, I'm just paying attention. I come out, homegirl sitting there. She got a big-ass hickey on her neck. So I'm like, that must be Stephanie. So I'm talking to him, and now my apprentice is tatting him. So I go in the room while I'm taking a break, and I'm like, oh, how long you guys been together? But I'm listening to their conversation. He's like, funny story. I used to talk to her best friend.
Oh man,
and
drama.
We end up liking each other, and we just started dating, but we're keeping it secret. So I'm like, yeah, when did you just start dating? He's like, last night. I'm like, what?
And you getting a tat? Then she must have that bomb.
That's what I said. I said to her, I said that's why your neck looks like that, huh? I said you guys are watching Vampire Diaries when you just came out this son, right? So he's like, he's like, my mom told me that I should marry her. This and that. I'm like, bro, you just started dating her last night. You don't even know each other's favorite color. What the fuck you talking about? But I've been in the game so long, so I'm like, he's telling me the whole story and shit. So he's saying how they're gonna keep it on the low, but he lost a bet with her.
So he had to get it?
He had to get the name. And I'm like, what's the bet? The bet was like that he hid something in the house, and if she found it, he had to get her name tatted. I was like, bro.
Oh, no.
I remember what it was like to be young again. I said, you just did that to look cool, to get some extra ass or something. That is not a smart decision. But I was like, when
you talked him out of it?
Hell no.
You like, fuck it, you want to do it?
I didn't do it. I don't do small shit like that. And really in this name of the game, it's like, I got some people here that I'd be like, bro, I'm not going to do it. But at the same sense, it's like, when you want something, they're just gonna go somewhere else to get it.
And you might as well make
so
it
it's
happy.
like, it's just like if they're gonna go do it and they're really adamant on it, at least let us give them some quality, something that's good. You know what I'm saying? Not where they go to a house and get like, not that there's wrong. I've learned in the house, but you know that's what starting phases. So you go somewhere, you get something fucked up, or you really end up with something that you really regret down the line, or it's a complete mess and it becomes a project to cover it up. So it's like, I'd rather them at least come here and know it's getting done professionally,
get quality work,
and you're gonna get something quality and. The artist eventually, if you need to come back and cover it, we can figure it out.
Like I got some that I regret myself. I used to fuck with Mondo, rest in peace. Mondo did a few.
Mondo was a problem back in the day, man. If you don't know the name Mondo in Providence, man, it's a shame, but he has some skill, man. He has some skill back in the day, that's for sure.
Now we're gonna get into album of the week, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and we're gonna take a brief break, real quick. We just came back. We're going into album of the week. Album of the week this week is
Album of the week on the Jmack Experience Podcast.
Album of the week this week is Everybody Can't Go by Benny the Butcher. And then we're also going to get into Movie of the Week.
Movie of the week on the Jmack Experience Podcast.
And we're giving Movie of the Week to The Beekeeper with Jason Strahan, which it was pretty dope. Have you seen it? The Beekeeper?
I don't, but anything with Jason Stratham is
yo, he does his thing, and this is a good one.
I watched The Meg.
The Meg? Yeah, I seen that one too.
But I like his action shit where he's fighting.
Yeah. Nah, for real. All right, so we were basically talking about some of the things that you were doing, the craziest things. Now, have you ever tattooed any type of celebrities or somebody with like a big name? Like anybody popular?
Yeah, I tatted. Shout out to Dave Duke. I tatted Duke a couple times. I tatted my boy Josh Levitin out in Connecticut, part of the Lost Breed. I'm trying to think who else. Mainly a lot of people with like social media followers, a lot of DJs from Prov.
Right.
Now I get a lot of people that travel to me from all over, but celebrities probably Duke, the other kid.
That's fire. Now, I see that you also do piercings here. Do you do piercings yourself or somebody else does it?
I don't do piercings. I got a girl Victoria here that does piercings. That was
nice. She's nice with it?
Yeah, she's good.
I went to Rockstar Piercing to get some exotic shit not too long ago.
You say some exotic shit and laughing, so I can already I could already probably see you getting that.
It was just some random shit, and like it was kind of a bet. Yeah. And I was like, fuck it. I was nervous as fuck. More nervous than getting a tattoo. And I don't know why piercings freak me out more than a tattoo.
I don't know. I only got my nose pierced in my ears.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's good for me. I'm good.
Now, we were saying, has anybody ever backed out of a tattoo? You said a few people have done that, right?
As far as like getting in the chair and then like, a lot of people done that.
Now, what happens at that point? Do you like give them a refund or you're like no refund? Like
honestly, every artist is probably different.
Yeah,
how they cover that. Like some people is probably like, nah, bro, like I got you booked, you got to pay.
Wow.
Me, it's kind of like, yo, I'm a realist. Like I get it, you know. Especially if
they're
supposed to sit for like $700 tattoo and you tat them for 20 minutes, it's like, yo, bro, really? Like,
yeah, that's fucked up.
How you gonna be like, give me $700? Yeah. I'd just be like, yo, pay me for an hour, or like, I set up, broke down my needles, my supplies, my time is money too. So like, either or, like if it's real quick, they sent the deposit, like the deposit's not refundable, type of shit like that.
So you're reasonable.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
To an extent, I mean,
yeah. Does numbing cream actually work? Because I know people now, they're doing the numbing cream and shit. Do you like doing shit like that? Or
I can't lie. I can't lie. I'm pretty heavily tatted, but I use numbing cream.
You use it, right?
Yeah,
it works?
It works to an extent, and I can't like specifically say which brand is best because some work good, some work great. Each artist that you talk to, some artists don't want you using numbing cream at all because there is situations like when you use numbing cream, your skin kind of gets a reaction to it where it turns your skin like rubbery to tattoo. So think about it. Okay. It makes it harder for us. But I use some of them when I get tatted, and if a client asks me and they like send me a specific brand and I hear some good reviews about it or didn't have a problem, I'll be like, go ahead.
You fucks with it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, there's people actually being put to sleep now to get big ass pieces. You seen that shit?
Yeah, that shit's fire, bro. Honestly,
you'll fuck with that too if you could do that?
The problem with that is like all these people that out there seeing it. You want to do that? Come with the bag. That shit's not cheap. Bring your bag because you gotta get it in a setting where obviously like a hospital,
it's almost like a medical thing.
Yeah, it is a medical thing because you need a doctor there to pay attention to you while you're under anesthesia, and on top of that, anesthesia is not cheap. I mean, not cheap at all. It's expensive. So, I would do it.
You would if they bring the money, you'll do it.
Yeah, I would do it. Shit, if someone wanted me to be a part of shit, send me an email, send me a text. I'll fly out wherever you want. You want me to tag you? I'm down.
He's with it. Now, where can they follow you at?
You can find me on Instagram at PB's Killen Him. PBZKILLENEM. You can find me on my shop page at Ruthless Inc. _ and Facebook. My Facebook name is Paul Burrows, and then Facebook name is Ruthless Inc.
Awesome. Now, what's a typical day like for PBZ Killen Him? Like, you know,
start to finish?
Yeah, more or less. I know you be in the gym, but after that, more or less, when you get to the shop, what's a typical day like?
It depends the mood.
People don't know what a tattoo shop owner day.
Typical day. I mean, I got a big team over here, so I usually kind of start 11, 12 o'clock. Depending on my appointments. Nah, it's not really early. It's just kind of what's convenient to do what I need to do in the morning.
Right.
So odds are sometimes I walk in here and other people already have the shop up and running. But if I come in here and it's not open, I come in, unlock the door, flick the lights, do those whole things, and I come in, and I'm the type like I like to get in a mood, like I like to get in that creative mood, so I'll come in the back over here before I really open up the front. I'll put some music on, start setting up.
You like to vibe?
Yeah, start getting in the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Start getting in the rhythm. Start getting like that creative juices flowing. Then open up the shop. The person comes in, sit with them, pick their mind what the design, what they want it to be. Where they want to go with it, do that. Are
you the type of artist, not to cut you, are you the type of person that's booked out months in advance? Because there's people you can't get a tap.
There is. And credit to that. If you're booked up that long, obviously you do good work. And your work speaks for yourself. So your booking is that way. I tend to, on my busy season, probably be out about a month and a half. Gotcha. I try to keep it to that point because
then it gets too crazy, right? Keeping up with it.
It does, and that's what I try to explain to people. It's like some people really have their life really, really structured, but I mean, my life definitely a lot of curveballs get thrown my way, so my schedule varies. So it's like when you're out too far, like you say, like
you don't know what can happen in 3 months.
Yeah, like when I tore my Achilles, like I was booked up 3 weeks ahead at that time, and I was like, shit, like I kind of put me in a position where I had to choose whether doing surgery or go the route I went because I had to still work and make money. So I chose to work, but in that situation, I feel like when you're too far booked out, when say you're a client and the days that work for you, your schedule's busy, and then I had to reschedule because X, Y, and Z happened. Right. Then it turns into, you can't get in this way and you can't get in that way. And then I feel like it just would lead into like some people would take it as like you're trying to burn them so it's like I don't like to be too far
giving them the runaround.
Yeah, I don't like to be too far out because it's like I want to get you and I want to do the I want to make the money. I want to build a relationship and I want you to show off the work to people because at the end of the day, you're a walking billboard for me. So I feel like a month to a month. Like when COVID hit, I was out like 4 months at once, and it was stressful, bro.
Yeah,
it was stressful to the fact, bro. Like I was in this bitch like a machine. Like I was coming in 3-4 tats a day. My person that was here working for me, like shops booming, everyone's booming.
A lot of people getting tagged because people had money at that time. They were ready to get that tag.
Should have threw that in the piggy bank because now you're walking around.
Everybody's stressed.
Now you're walking around with holes in your socks and shit. In this economy,
facts. It's hard, man. It's hard.
When it was like that, the 3 months out, bro, like it burnt me out.
It burnt you out.
It burnt me out, bro. It burnt me out to where it was like, I don't know how much I love this shit no more. Like,
damn, you feeling like that?
I go through that a lot.
You must have been overwhelmed.
I go through that a lot because it's like I got so many years in it now, but it's like being a shop owner compared to just being a tattoo artist is a big difference. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I got 7 people that work here. So
and they depend on you too.
They do. So I got to make sure the bills are on. I got to make sure everything keeps rolling. I got to make sure if like anything that goes wrong, I'm the face of the business that I have to talk to people if there's problems. I have to, if 2 artists are arguing, I have to intermediate to keep the blood like good in here. And it's just like, there's a lot of background shit that comes to it, but I'm cool. I'm content with like a month and a half. It's just like, I know a month. If I'm staying a month ahead, I know every month. Is
there anything right now that you feel like you still haven't mastered or you're like still working on to be better at, like as far as tattooing, or you feel like you got it down packed?
Like style wise, business wise, or
style wise, maybe business wise as well. I mean, you could give us a take on both.
To me,
like when it comes to tattooing, what do you feel like you need to work on a little?
Tattooing, I don't ever feel like I got anything mastered. I feel like every day you can learn. And tattooing has evolved so much that there's so many good artists in the game, and they're getting good like real quick because they have like a either extensive art background or like just have a straight you know. I watch a lot of people's styles, and there's things like I try to pull from a lot of people's styles as far as like contrast or design or like I feel like definitely I could focus a lot more on being a portrait artist, because I do get a lot of requests for them. To me, it's just like I don't like putting that pressure on me because it's like, you know, you're getting someone you love. You want this shit to 100% right.
They don't look like the first.
You want like, I'm not saying I butchered like some shit. I'm not like, that's just not my.
Yeah, it's not your forte.
Yeah, it's not my forte.
Now you watch shows like Ink. I'm a big fan of Ink Master.
I watch Ink Master. I just actually watched the new one. There is some good artists.
Some nasty artists.
There is some good artists on there, and there is some artists on there. You're like, bro, who the fuck did you know at this production to get onto this shit? Because if you did it, I could do it.
It's horrible, right? You're like, how the fuck they in the show?
Yeah, like I'm watching one this season. I'm like, bro, he's in like 7th episode. He's still there. I'm like, bro,
that's crazy.
This guy.
Some people get lucky.
Yeah, these people are way better than him that getting sent home.
Who's a few tattoo artists that you that inspire you, like that you like your favorite tattoo artist? I know I like Mr. Cartoon. There's a few that I really like. He's a beat. His documentary is crazy.
The doc had me inspired.
I love
to
tattoos,
open some
bro.
shit like that down here in Prov, and I still want to do that. You just need the right building for that type of setup.
He's a beast.
Cartoon was good when I first started. Little B was really popular. He has a specific style, and he is like really known on YouTube because he's like was like 100% exclusive. He pulls up on you, tattoo like in this banging shit, and just does this crazy work. There's a lot of artists from Rhode Island.
I like Tattoo Baby too.
Tattoo Baby, yeah.
I like her as a person.
I know why you like her.
But she bad.
I know why you like her.
But she's good though too.
Nah, she is good. She is good. There is some guys out here like Powerline does a great job.
I heard of Powerline.
Powerline does a great job, man. There's a lot of good artists now here, man. There's a lot of people I can give shout outs to, and I'm the type of artist where it's like, if I can learn something from every single one of you, that just makes me that much better.
I think that's what keeps you in business this long. You're very humble. I like that about you. You're not cocky in no type of way.
There's no point of don't get me wrong. I can talk my shit.
Yeah.
Talk my shit, but it's like, what's the point of me being like this cocky, arrogant ass person? And like, you're gonna either have people grow to hate you or grow to love you. And it's just like, you don't have to like me, and you don't have to love me either. But it's like, I don't need to parade around like I got everything figured out. I don't got everything figured out. I could learn in business. I could learn from tattooing. I could learn something from a stranger on the street about life. Like, your brain is a sponge, bro, and you have to soak up what you can soak up. Free knowledge is the best knowledge, really.
That's some facts right there.
Don't cost you shit to listen, you know.
Is there anything that you regret being in this type of business, being a tattoo shop owner, that you felt like maybe you could have did different, or like that you're working on?
Yeah, for sure. I started this young at 23. When I started this, 3 months into being a shop owner, my dad passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It was real unexpected, and it was just like kind of the epiphany of like life kind of showing you like, damn, how much more bad shit can happen to you back to back. Right. So it didn't necessarily like derail me in like my success, because obviously I'm still here, but it definitely put me into I got into making money. I got into partying, not drugs or nothing like that, but my mind wasn't focused on being a boss and setting myself up. Like now at 31, if I if I structured myself right at 23, I'd probably be in a real different position than I am now. Because
you'll probably have a few shops, right?
I probably would. I almost pulled the trigger and opened up another shop last year,
Word.
but it's a lot.
It's too much,
It's
right?
a lot. And the thing with tattoo artists is you got to want to be a tattoo artist and you got to want to construct your business right. And a lot of people in this come and go and fly by night, do it because it's fast cash, don't really love it, don't have the professionalism. So it's a lot it's like two babies, trying to watch two babies in different locations. But so all that happened with my dad, and I started going out. A lot of people started knowing me. My name's buzzing, tattooing. I'm drinking. I'm partying till 4 or 5 in the morning.
You wasn't focused.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be tattooing at 12 o'clock. I'm hitting people up like, yo, I'll just reschedule, or like sleeping in on my line. So it's like I made myself probably young, not look that professional. And at that time, I'm content with making $200 a day. Like I come in, I made $200. I'm cool.
That's crazy.
Because I didn't have the bills.
Yeah.
Now at 31, I'm like, bro.
Yeah, it's bills, man.
I'm trying to run up the motherfucking bag, bro. I'm trying to at the end of this month be like, yeah, I'm taking off for a week to Europe because I just got the money to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I wish, like I even tell a lot of the young cats I got now, like, yo, structure your shit militant. And you know why? Because that's why I go to the gym a lot, because the gym instilled structure in my life and a schedule. And don't get me wrong, it's not 100% dialed in, but
you're there every day, bro. I'll give you that.
Hell yeah, I'm in that. That's how I let go of my demons, bro. Hell yeah, that's how I get all the anger out. If not, I might be on turn to 12 or some shit.
Facts.
But if I structured it right and probably set some bigger goals for me young, I probably would be somewhere else, because I had a real big buzz early. And a lot of people knew me off Facebook and shit like that. And now I know, as I'm older, I know a lot of people in all different types of walks of lives and businesses. And it's like, if I tried a little bit hard younger, I would probably be chilling right now.
But you're still young, man. You got a long way to go.
Nah, I am.
So don't be so hard on yourself.
That's just how I am. You know, you can never be content.
Exactly. I like that.
You can't be content, because when you get content and you get complacent, I feel like you kind of lose yourself in a way where you, like, think about it. The end goal is to live your life happy, stress-free, wealthy, with a good family.
Financially free.
Yeah, like, so no one really wants to work till they're 70.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people have to do that, you know, and you miss out on a lot of things in life. And I don't have no kids or nothing like that. So I want to set myself up probably by a certain age where I could just enjoy my family and just travel and just collect passive income.
Yeah, that's smart, man. You got a good mind on your show. Now, can we agree that all the experiences that you went through got you to where you're at today?
Yeah, definitely. Life taught me life. That's like I learned.
Every day you're learning.
I've learned shit, like, I feel like really, like, this last year has been where I really evolved. It's been the hardest year of my life.
Really?
The hardest year of my life. Like, I tore my Achilles in August. I had a lot of family shit going on. During all this process, you know, where everyone's feeling the impact of the economy. Business is not what it once was. People are canceling. Like, I remember one week, like, that comes in the name of the game. But when you have a week, you're supposed to make like 5 racks or something, and you have 4 big projects cancel on you, and you make $800 for the week. Yeah, it's still good money, but you're feeling that. You know what I'm saying? You're feeling that, you know. So life started hitting, the economy. I tore my Achilles. I started to see friends that I thought were going to be my day ones never really cared about
show their true colors.
And these are people that I would give the shirt off my back to.
Wow, that hurts.
And I'm like, yo, when you think people are like your family or your day ones, or people you call your brothers, and when you just need a little bit, when you're the one that's constantly giving and helping, it kind of puts you in a mindset where you're like, yo, fuck this. Why am I doing all this for these people? And it made me learn, like, in the last year, you know, you got to put yourself first. You got to put your goals first. And if someone loves you, they're going to be there for you for the ride.
Regardless.
They're gonna be there with you if it fails, because they believe in you. And it's just like, I reached a point where it's like, yo, put your goals first, put your mental health first, whatever relationships, like friendships, family, whatever's bringing you a lot of negativity, like, there ain't nothing wrong with saying no and cutting that off, because at the end of the day, you deserve to be happy, and you deserve to have your mind focused on where you need to be and where you're trying to go. And if someone cares about you, they're going to respect that.
Exactly. If they don't, then you know they was never for you.
Then they ain't riding with you. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Now, I want to shout out Shaq. and Chino in the background, man. We appreciate y'all for being here.
There are audience.
We got a little audience today, so this has been lit. Now, any advice for those out there that are considering to become a tattoo shop, or maybe a tattoo shop owner, or maybe a tattoo artist in general?
So I was just kind of not bitching, but a little bit bitching the other day about it because when I got into tattooing, it wasn't that, like, as much as this is now, I feel like a lot of people just hop into it because it's a cool job. You know what I'm saying? And it is definitely a cool job. It's a career. If you structure it right, you could do a lot of big things, and if you're talented. But I feel like now it's like, Rhode Island is so saturated.
It's oversaturated, right? I was going to say that.
Rhode Island is so saturated.
Because when I first moved out here, there wasn't really that many tattoo artists.
There's tattoo shops, but bro, like, there's fucking tattoo shops. People tell me the name. I'm like, who's that? Where they come from? Where they located? So, in that sense, but if you want to get into it, the biggest advice I could give anyone is, like, the more time you put into it, if you really love it and art is your passion, and you have an art background and you believe in yourself, you could do it. You got to grind. It's a hustle. Like, you have to. There's a lot of shit into this where it comes from networking, advertising, just even knowing how to talk to people and how to conduct your business. And on top of that, it's like you have to learn how to actually do it. And then a lot of people, like, in the industry, go talk to a tattoo artist and ask them what their apprenticeship was like.
Yeah, a lot of people want to do shit overnight, right? It's like it's impossible.
You know, that's the problem with this generation now. It's like, dude, I apprentice people here, and it's like, no drive. It's like, bro, what do you think this is? I'm gonna gift wrap this to you and give it to you.
Like, is it a land on your lap?
Yeah, like, what you the fuck? Work. You know the shit I went through to do this, and my apprenticeship wasn't even that bad. I heard people be having fucking their apprentice wash their car, bro, do like crazy shit,
that's
like
crazy.
Making them the shot. Yeah, like the shot, bitch. I don't treat nobody like that, bro. Like, I'm gonna respect you, like, as a person, but you're gonna show me you want this. Work, you're not gonna just be sitting up here taking up space and using my electricity. Shit, Rhode Island Energy went up this year.
Yeah. Now, how does that work? That's a good question, because I just watched Black Ink. I watched the Compton one, which was pretty dope, and they had a few apprentices on. Now, the apprentice, does that mean they're just learning, but some of them do tattoos? No.
Yeah. So,
but do they get paid? Or?
Yeah. So it's crazy, bro. Honestly, like, if you're a shop owner, some people, bro, have that shit set up like sign your life away type deal.
Wow.
Yeah, but usually, when you're a shop,
like some Illuminati shit.
Yeah, they'll be like, yeah, you gotta work here. Everything you make, your mind to, like some crazy shit. But bro. Nah, a lot of people, like, I don't know how other shops conduct business, but I usually kind of, when someone's apprentice here, because some shops charge you, like, yo, you want to get a license, it's now it's an 18-month process, however X amount of dollars they want to charge.
So you have to be an apprentice.
Yeah, you have to get registered as apprentice with the Board of Health, and everything has to be documented, and you have to go through 18 months, and you have to have a mentor sign off, and you have to pass certain shit. So it's not like you just go somewhere
and just do it.
Yeah, you need to get it in your foot in the door. But some shops, they'll charge you, like, say, hey, I'm gonna charge you 10 grand. For the
whole thing.
However you want to pay me. Or some shops, you can sit here and you can tattoo and you can work it off, work the front desk. Or some people be like, you can sit here and tattoo and you're going to make a certain cut. Some shops are 50-50, like 50 you make. Some shops are 25-30, like however they work, like they break it down.
Everyone's different.
I tend to do it here because I didn't really have a lot of opportunities to get in the door. A lot of people turn me away. So I try to give everyone, I feel like if someone really wants it, they'll put the time in and they'll earn their keep. So I'll give them, like, I won't charge you like right off the rip. I'll charge you a percentage.
You give them some time.
Yeah. So for a period of time, I won't let you hit skin. I'll wait till I feel, you can come in and you could do the little walk-ins, a little name and shit like that. So I see you evolve till you get to that point. And then when you get to that point, you got to stop. Like, you got to pay me a commission on what you make, because you're here, you're using
obviously,
you're doing shit, and basically you're getting it for free at the end of the day. It's on consignment almost. Yeah. So I do it that way. In the last couple years, I just had to let a kid go in the right after Christmas.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I had to learn now. Sometimes best things for business isn't
keep it business, right?
You got to keep shit business, and if shit's not conducted in a certain type of way, you gotta make what's the best decision for overall. So now I'm kind of at a point, like, I just had a kid hit me up yesterday for apprenticeship. I'm like, bro,
you all set? You're done with that?
Yeah. Not that I'm done with it, because I got 2 apprentices now, and I'm really content with that. There's just a lot of other shops out there that have a lot of apprentices at once, and it's just like I said, it's a saturated industry now. So it's like, I don't want to. you're kind of the gatekeeper, and I don't want to keep bringing people into it that become fly-by-nighters and don't really like it. Like, oh, I'm gonna just tat this week because I need to make some money type deal in my crib if they don't work out in the shop.
Wow, that sucks.
So, not to be a hater or nothing like that. It's just I don't really have the time to invest in a lot of people because I got mad at my own shit going on. I got the 2 people I got now, and I'm just trying to invest on how to grow my business and the team that I have.
Got you.
So that's where my mind's at. Maybe in a couple more years. But
that's what's up. You're doing a lot.
I've done like the last 4 years with a bunch trying to take on apprenticeships, and it just became too much of a headache.
Now, where can they follow you at once again?
You can follow me at Instagram at PB's Killen, PBZKILLENEN.
And any last words or special shout outs that you would like to mention before we sign off?
Not really, man. I just want to give a shout out to my team, everyone over here at Ruthless Inc. You guys keep the dream going. You guys come in, execute, do what you're supposed to. This year, I hope nothing but endless opportunities for all of us. We got some conventions coming up in April at Mohegan Sun. Come check us out.
Nice.
We'll bless you. Come get a vibe with us. I want to give a shout out to my family, all my loved ones, my friends, my girl, keeping it solid. Everyone that, just keeps the dream working and just keeps me level-headed. Hey, I just fucked up.
Yeah, that's all good.
But keeps me level-headed and just keeps me focused to just be the best version of myself. And I appreciate you, man, for having me on here.
Of course, brother.
And I hope nothing but blessings for your podcast in the future.
Thank you so much. I definitely want to keep working with you, man. Maybe we'll do some things now.
For sure.
Any advice for those out there that have been maybe through the experiencing the same situations that you went through or going through at the moment?
And what, tattoo-wise?
In life, period. Overall.
I think, honestly, everyone right now, like, I tattoo a lot of people, so I talk to a lot of people, and I hear a lot of shit that's going on, and these are people I don't even know from around the world, and I feel like everything right now, this month, people's mental health is worn out, people are stressed, people's lives are getting hard, people are really feeling what life, like, how hard shit is, and the best thing I could give to is, shit does pass. When I tore my Achilles, I was in a real dark place because it was like a lot of shit just hit at once, and it was kind of that thing where it was just like, you feel like you got the weight of the world on your shoulders, and it's just like, it does get better. Just keep pushing. Hang in there. If you're not going through something right now and you're really focused and dialed in, stay locked in. 6 months of hard grind could put you in a real different position in life. Stay focused, follow your dreams, and it's just like, don't doubt yourself, because the best investment is yourself.
And never give up, right? We can both agree?
Yeah.
You got to keep at it, bro.
It gets tough. Sometimes you're like, I'm waving the white flag on this shit. I'm good.
You can't throw in the towel, bro.
I'm good. I'm taking off.
Facts, bro. Now, before we leave, we're going to get into Bochinche of the Week.
Bochinche of the Week on the Jmack Experience Podcast.
And Bochinche of the Week basically means gossip of the week if you're not aware of, a little Spanish. But you say you grew up around all the Spanish people, so I'm sure you're aware of Bochinche. But basically this week we got Mos Def was basically saying that Drake's music is elevator and shopping music. What do you feel about that?
Mos Def is saying that about Drake.
Yeah, he's wilding, right?
Yo, Mos Def just trying to put some buzz to his name, because anything Drake puts out is heat, and I ain't even dick riding. It's just like,
he's a beast.
Yo, he's been doing it. He was wheelchair Jimmy on Degrassi, bro.
Like, he's came a long way.
How you hating on him, bro? Mos Def, you didn't accomplish nothing. He's accomplished.
That's fact.
And he's got big hits. Everyone probably wants to work with him. He drops album when he wants to. Mos Def, what can you do to compare to his career? Don't get me wrong, Mos Def was a talent in his time, but bro, we're in 2024, bro. Mos Def,
this ain't 1999.
Yeah, you ain't got no type of hype to try to come for Drake. You better go after Joe Budden with that shit, because you ain't getting nowhere on that. He ain't even. Nah, he's a yellow belt. Drake's a black belt.
He's a grandmaster. Yeah. Now, I always ask this to everybody: how do you feel about gossip? Do you get into that, or you try to stay away from that?
Honestly,
I know dealing with tattoo shit you see so much drama in these shows.
There's a lot of gossip and shit in life, and don't get me wrong, I don't care who you are. I'm sure there's like a little bullshit, you ball busting gossip. There's gossip like that, but like real life gossip, bro, I try to really stay out of that shit. And it's just like, and it comes to like a lot with friendships. It's like, it's maybe that's not gossip, but I don't really like to try to be in too much people's personal business, because everyone has like puts their own twist on a situation. It's like when you're in people's personal business, and then if you know someone's like personal business, and then it gets out there to someone else, it seems like you're running the business. So it's like, I'd rather stay away from that. Like, if you want to talk on a friendship level, we could talk. I could weigh my opinion on a situation, but if you ain't really close to me or have no really relevance in my life, I don't really want to know what the fuck's going on.
Just stay out of it.
I'm too old for that shit to. Oh my God, did you hear about what Kenny did at the gas station down the street?
Like, who cares? It's not making me money.
I don't even know what he does every day. Good for him. Like, I don't want to hear that shit.
That's
good.
dope, bro. Yo, and once again, I want to thank you for being on the show, man. It's been an honor to have you in my presence.
For sure. This was a vibe, bro.
Yo, man, I appreciate you. Any last words?
Nothing I could think of. Just everyone stay blessed, man. Stay humble and just keep doing you.
And come see him for a tattoo, man. And stop being cheap.
Ruthless Inc. will bless you over here. 7 artists, piercings, $30 piercings every Friday.
Oh, that's the deal. Yeah, tell them the deals you got.
All right, so what we got going on? We got a couple artists doing a couple deals because this is our slow season. There's each artist has special rates on flat day sessions. You can inquire to each artist personally to get the specific details. Piercer here, I believe she's doing for maybe the next month, $30 piercings on Fridays, limited to certain ones. You can hit her up for the details. If you ever need a walk-in, anything like that, there's 7 artists here every day, so we can get you in.
Facts. Make sure you hit them up, man. Get your tattoo. And remember, good tattoos aren't cheap.
And cheap tattoos ain't good.
Facts. Yo, thanks so much, man. We're signing out. You already know, Jmack.
Sure.
Thanks for coming on the Jmack Experience Podcast. Be sure to come on for another episode every single week. Until next time, peace.